In the previous section, we explored the concept of escrow as a neutral third-party process designed to protect both buyers and sellers. Now that we understand what escrow is, it's important to look more closely at the people who make it all work. Escrow officers. Escrow officers are licensed professionals who manage the day-to-day details of real estate transactions. They are not advocates for the buyer, seller, or lender. They serve as impartial administrators who ensure every term of the contract is met before money or property changes hands. The legal framework. In Arizona, escrow operations are strictly regulated by ARS, paragraph 6801 through paragraph 6846. These statutes define how escrow companies must handle funds, maintain trust accounts, and ensure consumer protection. Under ARS, paragraph 6834, all escrow funds must be held in separate trust accounts, completely separate from the company's operating funds, to safeguard client money. The Arizona Department of Financial Institutions, AZDFI, licenses and monitors escrow companies, while the Arizona Department of Real Estate, ADRE, enforces agent behavior when interacting with escrow. For agents, this means compliance with Commissioner's Rule R428-802, which requires the prompt delivery of all executed purchase contracts and earnest money to the appropriate escrow company, and R428-11101A, which requires licensees to protect and promote the interests of their clients. Primary duties of the escrow officer. Escrow officers perform a wide variety of responsibilities that keep transactions on schedule and legally sound. Some of the most important include holding and managing funds. After a purchase contract is executed, escrow deposits the buyer's earnest money and any additional funds into a regulated trust account. These funds remain there until all contractual obligations have been fulfilled. Collecting and verifying documentation. The escrow officer gathers essential documents, including the deed, loan documents, HOA disclosures, affidavits, and payoff statements. They verify that signatures are complete, documents are properly notarized, and everything is ready for recording, following written instructions. Escrow officers act strictly in accordance with written, signed instructions from both parties. They cannot act based on verbal agreements. If contract terms change, such as an extension, repair credit, or price adjustment, those changes must be confirmed in writing through amended escrow instructions. Ensuring contractual compliance. Before closing, escrow ensures all conditions of the sale have been satisfied, including inspection contingencies, loan funding, lien releases, and title clearance. The importance of neutrality. Neutrality is the cornerstone of escrow. Even if one party selects or pays the escrow company, the officer must treat all parties equally and remain impartial. Their goal is to ensure fairness, compliance, and protection for everyone involved. For example, if a seller in Tucson requests early release of the buyer's earnest money to cover repairs, the escrow officer must decline unless both parties provide written consent. This neutrality preserves the integrity of the transaction and prevents legal disputes. Common issues resolved by escrow officers frequently handle complex issues that could otherwise derail a sale. These include missing signatures, unrecorded liens, errors in vesting, ownership names, and unpaid taxes or HOA dues. Consider a Phoenix sale where the deed showed ownership under a trust, yet the contract listed only the individual seller. Escrow required a trustee's deed before closing to ensure legal compliance. Because the agent and escrow officer worked together quickly, the transaction closed on time without legal complications. How agents work with escrow real estate agents and escrow officers function as a team, each with distinct responsibilities. The agent's role is to protect the client's interests by ensuring all required documents and funds are delivered promptly and accurately. Escrow's role is to execute those documents and funds in accordance with the written contract. Agents should deliver the signed contract and earnest money promptly in compliance with R428-802, Confirm that escrow has opened and that an escrow number has been assigned. Communicate regularly with the escrow officer regarding status updates, required documents, and potential delays. Avoid pressuring escrow to act outside written instructions or before contractual conditions are met. Strong communication between agent and escrow ensures that both sides of the transaction stay informed, issues are resolved early, and clients are protected from potential disputes. Key takeaways. Escrow officers serve as neutral fiduciaries responsible for managing funds, documents, and compliance. Their authority comes entirely from written instructions, and their neutrality is protected by Arizona law. Real estate agents, while representing their clients' interests, must work in harmony with escrow by providing complete contracts, monitoring deadlines, and maintaining open communication. By understanding the duties and limitations of escrow officers, agents can anticipate potential issues, uphold their fiduciary responsibilities, and create a smoother experience for both buyers and sellers.